Not present. PowerPoint. That PPT. Okay. Muito obrigado, Evaldo. Thanks a lot. Our next speaker comes from Peru. She is Fiorella Molinelli. As I told you, advisor to the Peruvian president from OSINERGMIN.
First of all, I want to thank you people in Cleantech Forum for the invitation. Thank you, Luis Manero. It is an honor for me to share the panel with the speakers here today and to show the progress of my country in renewable energy with this audience. My presentation has two parts. The first part shows how Peru has grown in the last 10 years and why it's important to invest in Peru, what opportunities you can find in Peru. And the second part shows how it's working the auction system and regulation in the renewable energy market. The first question is why invest in Peru? Peru has developed a macroeconomic strength internationally recognized, also has a favorable climate for investment, has advanced in a trade integration policy access to markets, and has several sectors with a potential to invest. In the following chart, you can appreciate how Peru's economy grew fastly during the last 10 years. Our GDP is growing in 6.5%. That is an average annual variation. So it's not also Brazil, Chile, and Mexico. Now you can incorporate Peru. And we'll continue growing. Projections for 2015 show Peru above Chile. It is expected that our GDP per capita is going to exceed the region average in Latin America toward the 2020. Also, our economic growth has been driven by the greater private investment. The chart shows the private investment through 2002-2012, which to date represent almost the 27% of the GDP, above Chile, Mexico, Argentina, Colombia, and Brazil. So Peru is being attractive for foreign investment. There you can see how we are evolutioning in foreign investment. And it is projected that by 2050, Peru will be one of the fastest growing economies among the 30 largest economies in the world. The responsible economic policy gave Peru the investment grade on the confidence of investors. Now, respect power generation. You can see how's the composition of our matrix in energy. Historically, power generation in Peru has been supported by renewable energy. More than 50% comes from the different type of sources, For example, in hydro, usable water potential for hydroelectric power is approximately 70,000 megawatts for plants above 100 megawatts. In wind potential, the highest wind potential is located in the coast of Peru. The Wind Atlas estimates a potential of 77,000 megawatts, which can be exploited more than 22,000 megawatts. On solar potential, Atlas Solar contains records of average solar radiation ranges for each month of the year. particularly in the south of Peru. This is a geothermal potential. This is a very interesting technology. There are 6 regions with potential in Peru. We are part of the volcanic ring. About the regulatory framework, I put the regulatory framework for the interested investors. For example, there you can find the law for investment promotion for electricity generation using renewable energy, besides others, and the website for the information. For a view of the scope, there are some particular characteristics. For example, every 5 years, the Ministry of Energy and Mines has to establish a target percentage for participation of electricity generated for renewable energy resources. This target percentage will be up to 5% of the additional electric consumption during the first 5 years. Commercialization of energy generated with RER have priority in dispatch. Its variable cost of production is set equal to 0, and an auction will special tariffs based on efficient cost of technologies are set. OSINERGMIN, the regulatory agency, sets the base tariff, the maximum tariff, by category and technology, and assigns power contracts through auction mechanisms. These are some Q&A. Who conducts the auction? OSINERGMIN, that is the regulatory agency. How often? Not less than 2 years. What will be auctioned? The energy required will be auctioned in megawatts year for renewable energy, non-traditional, and in megawatts for small hydro plants, up to 20 megawatts. How much energy will be auctioned? It is up to 5% of national consumption. This energy requirement is for all renewable energy technologies. For example, who defines the location for the required energy by technology is the Ministry of Energy and Mines, who must approve the national plan for renewable energy. What is the validity of the RER tariffs? Tariffs are awarded in auctions for a period of validity of 20 years. How to pay the generators? It is paid through 2 mechanisms. From sale of energy at marginal cost, it's the first income, and a premium, it's the income too, is the first that not covered the awarded, is the part that is not covered by the awarded tariff. The auction is for each technology. First, the total energy required is defined. Second, the energy required is assigned to each technology. Also, you can find who are the major players in the auction, and more detail of the adjudication tariff. I already explained that issue. Then you can see the results here. Let me skip some ones. This is the result for the first auction process, and more detail of the adjudication. You can find it in this PPT, the minimum, the maximum, and the weighted average. We have competitive prices for the different technologies. I don't want to stop at all the information, but it is for you. Also, you have the name of the principal projects, the type of technology adjudicated, and also you can find the places where the technology is located. This is the second auction for renewable energy. You can find also the prices and the projects for the second auction of renewable energy. And for conclusions, Well, renewable energy promotion is part of Peru policy to reduce environmental impacts. The bidding process for renewable incentivates investment by allowing a steady income which makes projects bankable. Costs of renewable energies are coming down and are expected to go lower. Some renewables, like mini hydros, show some prices as conventional energy, while other, like electricity generated from biomass, have positive externalities since they promote elimination of waste. And the principal conclusion is I invite you to come to invest to Peru. Thank you very much.